together. So I look for always the opportunity of the bio venture. But something like my company now, Scohia Pharma. Maybe nobody knows about Scohia in this room, right? Then you don't know what kind of company, what kind of building Scohia existing, and then what kind of people working there. But still, how to say, at the time of, for example, Bio International, Bio Europe, and partnering booths, and nicely wearing a very good suits and speaking and a nice conversation. But it's not so actual, how to say, actual company, actual business partner. We need to be known by the partner in the case of this Scohia. And at the time of the I worked for Takeda, I really liked to know what this partner is. So that's why although Naomi said it's nice to have, but I said you should have that sort of visiting, on-site visiting, to know the people working there, to know the atmosphere, also potential partner in the working. Then, if you got a good feeling about some, how to say, a good trust of the partner, then maybe you can make a good, how to say, deal. If you, for example, if you like to get married with your, how to say, gentleman or lady, you really like to know where that guy is going now. Maybe the same, I believe. This is my experience.
But do you think it's necessary to take your entire due diligence team, or perhaps just a core business team?
Some representatives.
Somebody to suss out the psychology of the marriage.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but it depends upon the deal. For example, if the deal is a more research-oriented type of the asset, maybe I really like to be with some scientist representative with business development.
Yeah.
But for example, that deal is focused on some commercial asset. In that case, say the company has to have a nice building. Company has to have a nice atmosphere. I wouldn't say so. Maybe so. Some of you guys are representing for the still startup company. That's why let me introduce one other example. That is my friend's example. Maybe you know the company Kirin, the Japanese company.
Yes.
More than 20 years ago, Kirin had some collaboration with Amgen. Still Amgen at that time really started. Then my friend visited to the Amgen places. Just as Christian mentioned at that time, so Amgen scientists worked at like a garage, not like how to say fancy pharmaceuticals or laboratories. But they visited there and did due diligence and killing people. That's a big CEO and the co-founder scientist fighted each other seriously, and then at the time we discussing that the scientist already left the company, and then that company's guy said that guy is back to his home country in Australia, and then nobody knows where he is now. Then we lost how to say confirmation way to how to say who is the actual inventor, who is the actual how to say assignee type of stuff. But that's why we put a red flag on that issue for my company at that time. Then always I said to the company senior management, IP is a sort of the potential deal killer. That's why management team has to be pretty much carefully think about that IP. Because I really like to keep the IP group, my group is a very important position of the company. That is my strategy. But still, how to say, also I instructed to my IP team member, due diligence team member, to think about the solutions, and then they, how to say, collected a document from the potential partner, a lot of actual lab notes and other stuff and a lot of stuff, then maybe it's not perfect, but likelihood those, how to say, the previous co-founder scientists would not be a serious problem, we believe, maybe 90% level, then we made a deal at that time. But unfortunately later on, we didn't see any serious problem from that issue. But those, how to say, title change is usually including such a serious problem. I had a similar issue in other deal discussions. That's why IP team, due diligence team has to be carefully looking into those records and also relevant records as well. But just as Naomi mentioned, I had some, how to say, cases. In that case, our potential partner really didn't like disclose a specific information directly to us. But we are also discussing how, and also we try to convince them why we need such information. And then they also try to convince us why they do not like to disclose that information. Then agreed upon, then both parties, how to say, agree to use external counsel. External counsel is only that evaluation would work pretty much well. So in that case, we needed to have a, how to say, credible and trustable external counsel. But if you have those as a good network, maybe you will be able to solve such a problem, I believe. That's why I didn't have any case, there is no IP issue. No. But fortunately, there is no case that IP is a really killing issue. That's why we can find out some solution all the way. That's why and also many of the, how to say, internal counsel always say, hey Yoichi, this case is very complicated, IP issue is included. That's why I really do not like this kind of cases. Then I always say to those guys, hey, you need to reconsider that you are thinking. Because there is an IP issue, that's why you have a job, right? That's why if there is no IP issue, you guys are losing a job. That's why think about how to solve that IP issue. That's why you need to, how to say, feel something like the fun to think about that solution. That is my comment to my subordinate. Maybe terrible, terrible head of the IP.